Gotta let the honey slide down on the cheese. Look at that. Look at that. Oh boy. Oh, I had to whip it around. Y'all see that? Hey my little love bugs, I am back with another mukbang, and today we are doing the 20 wing challenge from Mother. That's right, B loves 20 chicken leg challenge, where you pretty much are just supposed to eat as many of these 20 wings as you possibly can, and you can use any sauce. I decided to switch it up a little bit. Y'all know I've been eating a lot of B love sauce. So I'm gonna actually eat it with honey. First time doing it with honey because I've never done it before. And also I'm gonna have it with some cheese. Y'all know this is my Tostitos queso cheese. It's like the queso version of the Tostitos that you can get from the chip aisle. So I'm really excited. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. We're about to just jump right into it. If you haven't already, make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. All right, let's start with our prayer. Yeah, because I'm getting better, y'all. I'm remembering to pray before I eat. Anyways, all right, here we go. Dear Lord, please bless this food and allow it to nourish our bodies and spirit. Please, Lord, bless those who may not have adequate nourishment available to them at this point in their life. Lead them to prosperity and joy in your name. Amen. All right, let's get it cracking. All right, look, I might have pit stains, baby. Woo! Oh, I'm hungry. Also, we're gonna do another true crimes little talk, little story time true crimes, specifically because yeah, there we go. I'm gonna look crazy. Specifically because I can eat way more when I'm telling a story. I figured that out. So first, I'm gonna eat a little bit. Oh, I'm so hungry. First, let's try it by itself. This is spicy, by the way. 20 pieces of spicy legs from Popeyes. I was so hungry. The manager was like, it's gonna take us a while to make those for you. I was like, I know. It's not a chicken sandwich. I know y'all got those on stock. Okay, let's do it with the honey first. Oh, look at that. When this was going on, I didn't do it. I'm so bad. Mmm. Mmm. Mm. Mm. That's a bone. Mm. Can't eat the bones now. Mm. One down. So this true crime story, it was actually a really interesting one. I sort through them because there's certain ones that I really don't want to talk to y'all about. My hair needs to be flat ironed. Anyways, like there's some that are a little bit, I don't know, y'all know I care about the stuff that I put on my channel. I'm not just gonna be talking about anything over here. But this one was interesting. It was a murder story. And it was about a girl, her name was Heather Mack. And she murdered her mom. Mm. Baby, that cheese, that chicken, or that honey is good, but that cheese just hit different. Mm. Mm. Ooh, there was already water in there. Y'all see it? It's right at the top. Uh-oh. It's gonna spill. I drank that weird, but I was trying not to spill, y'all. Excuse me. So, Heather Mack was the daughter of this famous jazz player or jazz musician. And he had a wife who was like a socialite in like education. I thought that was a piece I could chew through. I couldn't do it. So when Heather was like 7 or 8, her dad died. Obviously that would be really hard. Like, I'm a straight up daddy's girl, y'all. Like, I can't even imagine. So I just left her and her mom. And this was like right before middle school. And you know, girls start getting crazy during middle school. This ponytail ain't gonna work. So you know, girls start getting crazy around middle school. It's just how it is. I'm glad I got 2 sauces. This is gonna make it good. Well, she started like fighting her mom. Sent her mom to the hospital a couple times. There were a total of 86 police reports from that house. I mean, and they were well off. Like, lived in a multi-million-dollar home in Chicago in a really prestigious neighborhood. But she was like, I think it was around like 17 when, not 17, when she got in high school and stuff, she started like hanging out with a bad crowd. She started hanging, like around a different group of kids, skipping school, you know, just getting into trouble, stealing from her mom. Mm. Mm. So, the mom don't know what to do. And every time she calls the police on her, she doesn't press charges. Even to the extent where one time her mom called the police on her because she pushed her in the bathroom and broke the mom's arm. How many? First of all, my mother would kill me. If it was between my mother and myself, my mama sending me to jail, and I know it. Okay, let me let y'all know that I would be in jail. She ain't gonna just lose her mind for no reason. But she would kill me or send me to jail if I was trying to beat on her. She wouldn't play that mess. But anyways. So, and the girl, I mean, and it's so sad. And maybe I hate to say it, but like maybe I'm a little bit more biased. But, and I think a lot of people would be, because the girl is gorgeous. Like, she's a very pretty young lady. but she just in rebellion mode. So she decides, like, she can do whatever she wants. She doesn't have to listen to anybody, and her mom is pretty much living in fear of her. And her mom is even emailing, like, her friends and telling her, like, you know, Heather was acting, the mom's name is Sheila. So Sheila would email her friends about her daughter saying, you know, Heather is really acting out. We just got into a huge fight. She has a really explosive temper, like, pretty much, like, almost creating a documentation of everything that's been going on. And her friends are just, like, helpless because they understand that that's her daughter, but they don't want her to be, you know, being mistreated. I had to cross my legs. Now I feel better. So this is so good. I just love that breading. So Heather's like 17. She got a new boyfriend named Tommy. You know Tommy ain't got no job. I'm just playing. I just gave away my age for all the Martin fans out there. You know Tommy ain't got no job. Excuse me. For wings in, by the way. So Sheila's like, okay, I need to get my daughter away. Let me just, you know, have some time so we can hit the reset button, spend some quality time together. So she flies them to Bali, Indonesia. Excuse me. Some of y'all probably have heard this story before, but you want to hear it again, the Natasha rendition. Hello. So gets them 2 business class flights to Bali so they can stay at this really fancy resort. Now, if y'all don't know, business class flights that are international, usually around $10,000 a ticket. So there's that. That's a lot of money. And on top of that, the hotel that they were staying in was like $1,000 a night. It's so good. So they're there for a couple days. You know, they showing pictures from the vacation and everything. And they look happy. Like, they do not look like, it does not look like this girl is beating her mom. It does not. So, Sheila goes to bed one night. Wakes up. The daughter ain't there. Sorry, y'all. It's the cartilage. I can't even chew through it. So Sheila's like, you know, where's my baby? Where's my daughter? Goes to the front desk. She says, oh, the front desk people tell her, oh, well, it appears that your daughter has checked in a guy named Tommy under your credit card. Y'all, this girl done stole her mama's credit card and stole her mama's credit card and bought her boyfriend a $12,000 flight to Bali and got him a suite on her, all on the mom. So she's mad, obviously. real mad. I'll be hot, okay? I'd be hot. My child wouldn't have the bravery. My child would not have the gall to do something like that. I'm sorry, but like, I put the fear of God in my child before they ever stole from me. So they done so Heather flew her boyfriend out. Now the boyfriend, he not from a good crowd. He had steady friends when he was growing up, but then he became a liar, so people stopped hanging out with him. Makes sense. People don't like liars. So now they're all in Bali. Sheila is mad, as she should be. And Heather is just like, oh, let's all, you know, it's fine, it's fine. Just trying to brush it off. But she's just straight up disrespectful to her mom. This is so good. Well, uh-oh. Okay, I got it. Well, actually, I kind of like it with the cheese and the honey. Now that could be, oh, hold on now. That's kind of good. Y'all, listen, don't start. Okay, don't start. I know I like cheese and honey now. Don't start, especially if you haven't tried it, because I like it and it's good in this moment. Might not like it tomorrow, but right now it's delicious. Excuse me. So anyways, my bad, y'all. Let me just take a little breather break and then we gone. So they're all in Bali. Obviously, Sheila is upset. Tommy is here, and you find out like this was all planned. Like Heather just wanted him to be there, whatever. Even though this is supposed to be a chance for them to get away. Well, Sheila's hot and lets it be known. And so Tommy, so just fast forward. 10 hours after Tommy arrived, Sheila comes up missing, or Sheila is essentially killed, and her body is found in a suitcase in a cab. The two actually, they got footage of the boyfriend showing up to the mom's room, and he was holding like a fruit basket. It's like like a metal or a crystal fruit basket by the handle. So that was the murder weapon. He shows up to the room and sneaks into her closet, sneaks into the closet and is hiding. Heather's in the suite too, and they're texting each other back and forth because after they got caught, they seized their phones. Oh my God. Chicken, honey, and cheese. It's delicious. I'm really happy. So, I just had such a moment. Did you see me just stare at the camera? So they're all there and talking about, you know, when he should jump out the closet and get her. And he was like, well, she's texting him back, talking about something. Well, what if she doesn't die? And he was like, well, why don't you hit her with a pole? And she was just like, well, can you do it? And he's like, I think I can. So he jumps out, pretty much clocks her, and pretty much repeatedly just like beat her to death with the fruit bowl. So sad. To your own mama, baby. To your own mama. You crazy. So they are obviously terrified at like getting caught. So they stuffed the body in a suitcase. They duct taped it, stuffed it in a suitcase, and then put it in a taxi. And then they ran off to some like cheap motel in Bali. Well, the mom, the taxi driver is like, I don't know what this is. So he takes the suitcase to the police station, and it's bloody. I mean, what? And then that's when they discovered the body. So then they go looking for them. There's the hotel that they actually checked into, which is, you know, like a little cheap motel. They called the police because they said it was suspicious that they checked in with no luggage. So that's one of the reasons why they got caught. So they get picked up and they, you know, go to trial and everything. And this girl got 10 years for killing her mom. And her boyfriend got 18. What? That's not a lot of time, y'all. Gotta let the honey slide down on the cheese. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, boy. Oh, I had to whip it around. Y'all see that? Skills. So, come on now. I want you to coat the chicken. I'm like all up here. My bad, y'all. So, the girl, which is interesting, it's like a notorious prison in Indonesia. But the girl, oh my God, there we go. The girl actually like has social media. She posts on social media of herself smoking, of herself and her maybe cellmates dancing. Like, it's crazy. Like, because you know, you're used to American prison where you know, you ain't getting away. You gonna hide that cell phone if you have it. There will be no social media. I actually got when my Instagram started growing, I got a message from this dude who was clearly in jail. Clearly. I'm like, why do you... What? But it's completely different. Like, they showed clips of her hugging her boyfriend, and like apparently they still getting busy because she got pregnant and has a 3-year-old now. But what was interesting actually is that she was pregnant when they were in Bali. So I guess, yeah, who knows if they were actually getting busy in jail, but she was definitely pregnant in Bali. And her story was that was the reason why her mom lost her mind because she was pregnant. Whatever. We'll get into that after this bite. Excuse me. That was a silent burp. It's because the cheese is creamy and the honey is sweet. It's good. So the family can't believe it. Sheila's brother and sister are on the show, and they're talking about how, you know, their sister would call them and tell them how Heather was acting. But she could never call the police because that was her baby. Well, she could never press charges. She called the police. Sorry, y'all. Cartilage. Well, the guy who's doing the interview or like, you know, telling the story, he's like, I want to talk to Heather. So he tries to, because she's like actively on social media, looking like she's having a grand old time. And oh, how many have I eaten? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, y'all. So she's in prison raising her 2-3-year-old daughter. Cutest little girl ever. Oh my God, she's adorable. And she's like, okay, I want to tell my side of the story. This wasn't included in the court documents or something like that. So he calls her up. Well, they go to the prison. He can't get in with the, you know, the cameras and everything, which sucks, but whatever. So they go to the prison, get turned away, and end up just Skyping her, but it's like a weak signal so that, yeah, she can Skype from prison. And then they just end up calling her and talking to her on the phone. So he's talking to her on the phone, and she's like, you know, I really just want to give my side of the story because people don't understand. Like, I killed my mother out of self-defense because what happened that day was I told her that I'm pregnant. And when I told her, she just got into a fit of rage, and she started looking around the room for a knife. Okay, what hotel has? Oh, I guess some hotel rooms, nice hotel rooms do have knives. So she was looking for a knife so she said that she was going to cut the baby out of me and blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. The girl is telling like a really convincing story. She's talking about how her mom was actually an alcoholic. Nobody knew that they were, you know, that she had multiple personalities, that she was pretty much living in hell while she lived with her mom and was being raised by her because she was missing school because she was taking care of her alcoholic mother and blah, 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 blah. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it sounded very convincing. I was even like, dang, like, oh, maybe her mom was an alcoholic and you just never found out. But here's where it gets crazy because they took their cell phones. So in these text messages between the boyfriend and the girlfriend, Tommy and Heather, excuse me. Ooh. Heather, Tommy had text messaged his cousin 6 months before the murder and told his cousin that his girl wanted her to kill his mom, or wanted him to find someone to kill her mom for $50,000. Terrible. Like, what? So, the entire time they had been premeditating this and talking about doing it. And even while they were in Bali, they come to find out just from their text messaging record that the reason why Tommy flew to Bali was to help Heather kill her mom. Like, that was the reason that he came. He wasn't vacationing. He wasn't even invited on the vacation. And I guess she figured, well, my mom won't have time to be too mad because I'm going to kill her. So, you know, that's it's just sad. So, when she's telling her story about, you know, oh, my mom had a drug problem and alcohol problem and she's crazy, blah, blah, the whole family is just like, no, she didn't. Like, no, she didn't. And we have all these emails right here showing that she was, you know, in her right state of mind, documenting the things that was happening to her by you. And then on top of that, we got these text messages about you talking to him about doing this 6 months prior. So then the guy who, you know, he's listening to her, he's hearing her out and hearing her story. He's like, and he's even like seeming empathetic. And I was too, when I was listening to it, I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds so sad. Like, you know, if that was her living situation, I understand why she's crazy, because that would make me crazy. So the guy's listening to her, he's feeling all empathetic and everything. I was feeling empathetic. And then he was like, you know, okay, so, you know, I hear what you're saying, but if that was the case, then what is up with these text messages? Because these text messages show that you were talking to your excuse me, you were talking to your boyfriend about killing her 6 months prior to actually doing it. She was like, so is it premeditated or was it, self-defense? And she was like, well, it was a little bit of both. And he was like, well, okay, well, explain the text messages to me because they clearly say that you were planning on killing her. Tell me why this girl had to go. Tell me why she had to get off the phone, y'all. And Chris Hansen sitting here like, yeah, and that's the last time we talked to her. Yeah, because you know what? She took all that time trying to come up with a good lie to get out of, to make herself look innocent. But she had forgotten all of the different parts of her case, and she didn't know everything that was going on that her mom was doing in the background. Like, she had no way of knowing that her mom was emailing her friends, telling them that, her daughter is hitting her daughter is... And come to find out, because what happened was, she got off the phone real quick and then never called back, never hit back up, never hit up my man, Chris Hansen. And the chick was like, so they had this recording, right? They had the documentation of that interview. So they showed it to Sheila, her mother's brother and sister. And the brother and sister are just like, no. The brother straight up said, it would be really weird for her to throw a fit of rage after finding out that she was pregnant in Bali when she already knew that she was pregnant. Come to find out, the mom already knew, like the daughter, and there was an email to prove it. There was an email to the friend where the mom emailed and was just like, hey, Heather just came in in a fit of rage. She took my phone, she took my keys, and she's apparently pregnant. So the trip to Bali was for them to actually reconnect because she knew that she was pregnant already. So everything Heather said was a lie. A straight up lie. But the sad thing is, once you got a little girl, Lord, I hope she ain't crazy. Praying for that little girl. But too, this chick is delusional. Like, she's an actress. And, she's making all these claims about how her mom used to abuse her. And the brother stepped up and he was like, I read all of the 86 police reports and there was never a report of my sister abusing Heather. They were always reports of Heather abusing my sister. And dang well, them police, if the first thing they're looking for is any kind of child abuse. So that would have been documented if that girl had any bruises, scars, any of that. Ooh, that's good. Water's just like a reset. It just make everything good again. So what's really crazy, like I said, she only got 10 years. It was just crazy, y'all. It was very sad. And the entire time, like, you want to believe this girl because she's cute and she sounds so innocent and she's a good liar. She's just a master manipulator. That's what they kept saying. Hold on, my battery about to die. But seriously, like, nobody... Oh, man. Can you imagine? And the sister is all sad. She's just like, I don't even look at suitcases the same. And I know that she was like, I still travel and everything. She was just like, I'm just so... Oh, that was a lot, y'all. It was a heck of a story. I'm full. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also full. How many did I eat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I ate 9 wings, guys. Are you proud of me? I didn't even think I'd eat that much. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think it. But it was really good. I think y'all should try this cheese honey combo. I mean, you might think it's nasty, but I thought it was great. It was like savory and sweet. If you like this video, make sure that you guys give me a thumbs up. Yeah, subscribe to my channel, share this bad boy, and until we eat again. Bye, guys.